You want to make some ISK ice mining with your new endurance? This is the video for you. The fit, tips, and tricks, and more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Loru here, digital advertiser, content creator, and EVE enjoyer for the better part of 10 years now, and it's going to get a little bit chilly on the channel this winter. A lot of things mining focused, especially ice mining from the basic to the advanced, so make sure you sub for that. Let's dive into the fit. First things first, right off the bat, you're going to see we're at 127 million. You don't need it to be this expensive. Okay, let's show you what I mean. We're using the big boy ore hauler. We're going to talk about it. You don't need to use this big thing, especially if you're just starting out. We also use a probe launcher. If you take out the probe launcher and use the basic ice miner, you're looking at 42 million. Very approachable for a newer player, and this one will definitely pay you dividends, especially if you're new. Ice mining is one of those more lucrative things you can do when you're a new to mid-tier player. Okay, so let's dive into this now. We do have the ore ice miner. The differences are simply the bigger miner is going to mine stuff faster. The Tech 2 miner has a higher chance to burn off the asteroid faster or the ice module faster, so that you have to go find another asteroid sooner. We pick up the ore ice miner. As you see, it has a 0% residue chance. You will not burn off any of the excess ice. Ice mining is a little bit different than your typical ore mining. You do not mine a piece of ore every second. You mine one chunk of ice over the course of a whole block. So a Tech 1 miner is going to be 360 seconds base, but an ore ice miner is going to be 300 seconds, much less, a full minute less with our other boosts. It keeps compounding. You understand. So, and there's no residue, so you don't burn off stuff. So it's definitely worth the ISK if you have it. That's why we use it. Okay. With our current clone, fit, and skills, we've got about 20.3 M3 per second. This is going to be the main stat you want to go after, no matter what you're doing in terms of mining, deep core, or etc. You want to look at this number. If I had to pick one thing, that's what I would look at in terms of how good you're doing as a miner. Okay. We do use the improved cloaking device. It may not be as slippery as the prospect, but it gains plenty in ice bonuses. The endurance is the premier ice ship you're going to start off with excellent ice harvesting bonuses. The more skills you get, the faster you harvest ice. This is going to let you get your ice and go to market way sooner. With that said, we do still have a cloaking device. You're in high sec, so it's not 100% necessary to have a cloak. I like to have an easy out should the roaming bands of gankers come in, because they do come to the ice sites. We're going to talk about how to find ice sites later in the video, but they are not scannables in high sec. They are things anybody can warp to, so you have to have an exit strategy. That's what that's for. The next thing is going to be your probe launcher. Now, this is a bit of a preference for me. Ice is going to take you and explore just a little bit, not exploration in the literal EVE task sense, but ice is going to take you into areas that aren't necessarily your home station. And when you're there, when I'm on the belts, there's going to be cosmic signatures. I like to scan them down and see what's there. If there's a really good looking data site, good looking relic site, maybe there's a wormhole I want to go into. This is my playstyle of EVE. I like to go where the wind takes me and see what kind of adventure is out there, what awaits over the horizon. That's my style. This kind of helps with that. Again, not needed if you don't want, especially the big boy probe launcher. Now let's go to the mids. These are pretty quick and rapid fire, so we'll just get through these, okay? We start with the Afterburner. You're going to go from 580 to 1250 with my current skills. Go very fast with this. You're not a sig tank like the prospect is, a signature radius tank, but you can still go plenty quick to discourage those rats from being able to hit you. The endurance is a shield tank. It gets bonuses to shield resistances. So we have two modules in here to help with that at the mids, a shield extender and a multispectrum shield hardener. It's worth noting that if somebody's trying to gank you, you're probably going to die. That's one of the reasons we have the cloak, because in a pinch, the cloak is better than being able to tank something. But we do want to discourage the lower hanging fruit from coming after you. Again, it's EVE. You will be killed if someone is motivated enough with enough alts to come get you, okay? This is just, again, to give you those precious seconds. Next is the Survey Scanner 2. You want to be able to pinpoint which ice asteroid has a decent chunk of ice on it left. When I go out ice mining in whatever ship I like, there's typically an orca and other things on the belt, and you want to know which one they haven't mined recently. There's going to be ones with 200,000 ice on it, and there's going to be ones with like 50,000 ice on it. Pick the one with the more ice on it. That's the one you want to hit. The lows are very simple. 3, count them, 3 ice harvester upgrade 2s. Pick the best one you can use. You don't need to use the Tech 2 one if you don't have the skills for it, but I recommend going after the skills because yield is the name of the game with this kind of stuff. This is the rigs. We've got just a little bit of help with your shield and a little bit of help with your align time. Nothing else really to be said there. You can't fit ice-focused rigs. There are ice-focused rigs for other ships. Okay. Now for the inventory, if you have a scanner, always bring 16 probes with these probe launchers. That way you can reload while stuff is out in space. And finally, for your drones, you're going to have some attack drones and one EC-300 drone. You only have 200 capacity in your cargo. You could fit an MTU in there if you would like, just to suck up all those wrecks. You could also fit a salvage drone in this. We've done that in our other videos, but typically when I'm ice mining, it's so lucrative to have the ice. I don't exactly prioritize the wrecks, but it is extra money if you're on the belt anyway, might as well. The Endurance does get a larger hold than the Venture does at 19,000 M3. This is a mining hold. It can hold both ice and ore. You could fit the Endurance to mine ore. It does get bonuses for that, but we use it for ice. Before we hop into some in-space tips, you're a decent ways away into a Loru Earth Gaming video, and I want to welcome you. This is the hashtag secret callout section. We recently passed 2,100 subscribes. Thank you. This has been fantastic. The momentum, the comments, the likes, the memberships. It's good to see it. We're getting Eve-focused emotes for our members, so if you want in on those, make sure you press that join button. I want to say thanks, and I want to get to know you. Make sure you put hashtag secret callout in the comments below. I'll prioritize those comments over the other comments, those non-call-out gangs, okay? So thanks very much. A quick exciting note, if you literally want this ship, I'm going to give it away to you for free to one of our subscribers. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and type in the comments, I want the ship Loru. If you do those two things, and a like doesn't hurt, then you will be receiving this ship for free. Make sure you also put in the comment your Eve in-game character name, and I'll send it to you. We're going to send the ship to you for free in a couple days after this video is released, so make sure you come back and check on the comments. We'll be announcing the winner then. Okay, back to the video. Okay, so this is going to be how you find ice. You're going to open up your agency window. You're going to go down to resource harvesting. You're going to click ice belts, and then you're going to modify how many jumps you want to go, and then go to that system. Depending on which high-sec system you're in is going to have different kinds of ice. We have white glaze in our system. Now that we know how to find ice, here's what you do once you're on the belt. You're going to orbit the rock, activate your Afterburner, activate your Multispectrum shield hardener, activate your miner, and keep on mining. That's basically it. Typically for a newer player, what I would do is I would take the ice you have. When your cargo is full, go back to a station, dump it on a local station, not your home station, whichever station is inside of the system you're mining in, to come haul it back later. Once you drop your ice ore off in a station in the system you're mining in, go back to the belt, keep on going. This is one of the best ways to make ISK per hour I found for a newer to medium player. And that's that. If you enjoyed the video and you want more ice-focused content, and we have some coming, make sure you sub to the channel. There's going to be a bunch of Eve-focused videos popping up in a moment, and we'll see you in the next one.